He's whiny.
Yeah, like he sounds like such a bitch. The instant that your entire existence becomes defined by being like the anti-guy, you're anti some other thing, you've kind of like given up, right? You know, like you have no personal identity.
It's fucking over for you, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
I hate it.
you know, like there's these people that you meet on Twitter and they'll be like 37 years old, like a decently nice woman or something. They'll have like a husband, kids or whatever, but like their entire account is dedicated to like shitting on like the right-wing manosphere or something that they encountered like last decade. And you're like, you know, like this, it doesn't really matter now, you know, like you kind of need to stop caring about this, right? Like you have a life now, you have like a family, like, and then if you ask them why, they're like, oh, I'm just trying to help protect young girls from the dangers. And it's like, no, like you have like 372 followers on Twitter. You're not protecting any, like you're very clearly hung up on some sort of weird mental, emotional battle that you have with this group of people on the internet that you feel scorned by. And you need to like unironically go to therapy or something because
listen, this is not just the modern thing though. This is the same thing that like Mothers Against Drunk Driving or like there was like in the 80s there was like this group of older women who like got like metal banned from a bunch of shit.
Yeah, they pick like this one thing and it becomes their lifelong battle. You see this a lot with libtards where, you know, like there will be some of them who get caught on every cycle, right? Like we've moved on from COVID now. Nobody cares about it. But like there are still those people who like they can't. Like their neuroplasticity ran out at the exact moment when we were in COVID, and now they'll never go anywhere without a mask.
Yeah,
right? They'll always be asking everybody if they washed their hands before personal, you know, like an event or something like that. And there's no way to snap them out of this. They're the real life equivalent of that Twitter girl who just gets caught up on some group forever.
Oh, yeah. And I wonder if this, I feel like this does seem like a very feminine thing because like you can take this back to like the 20s, like the fucking I was about to say Margaret Thatcher. Who the fuck the bitch who did the 19th Amendment. Whatever her name is. This is like there's these like interest groups of older women. Yeah, of older women just in this like I care about this one issue and I'm gonna make that my entire life. This is like I feel like this is a historical thing that women
you see this play out a lot in like random
churches,
seemingly totally unrelated facets of life, right? But it's like with female stalkers where
the female
stalkers a girl can continue stalking somebody endlessly without any engagement or interaction back and forth from the person they're stalking. They just keep doing it. This is the same reason that like female K-pop stans are like thing,
true,
right? And this is why all groupies are women and stuff like this. Men need some sort of back and forth to continue caring, right? Like in order for a man to stalk you, like there has to be something given in return. They don't just find you from zero interaction and then continue doing it for 10 years without you ever like saying anything to them or replying to them or blocking them. Right?
That's so true. Yeah, like groupies are the same thing. That just like kind of call me off guard there. Yeah, like girls are just like make it part of their identity, which is very interesting.
Yeah,
I'm like
you have a lot of these people on Twitter are like a really good example of this just eternal. They've defined themselves as being in opposition to some group or thing, right? And like sometimes it will just be men generally, or sometimes it will be like a specific community of men, or sometimes a specific community of women, or something like this. But like it's all they have and do. And like the more self-aware ones kind of try and say like, oh, it's a joke. Like I'm doing this ironically, but then it's like, you've been saying the same jokes for 7 years. Like you never joke about any other group. It's only this. And then eventually you realize, oh, you're not like, it's not a joke, right? You're just saying serious things that you believe in a jokey tone and calling it a joke. And maybe that's even what you think a joke is, but that's not actually a joke, right?
Yes,
you're just
that's definitely what they think a joke is. That's it is.
Say
any joke to a woman, they're like, there's always a little bit of truth behind everything. You're like, no, actually, I think I'm just joking. I think you just misunderstand what a joke is.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's like, oh, like I'm a
saying my
satire
opinion.
account, but like I only satirize this one subject. And also, if you ask me my legitimate views about this subject, they're exactly the same as my expressed jokes that I write every day.
Yeah.
It's like, huh.
Like I definitely, yeah, no. This is it might be just an innate. This is like the church mom, pearl clutching pearls like gene in women. I don't know, because of this. I feel like this, like there's like
it's the harpy
like,
gene.
the harpy gene.
Like some of them are just like
Harpies
born truly, like they're not even nagging for a result. They're just
but they're
nagging
harping.
because
They're
it's who they are.
Yeah.
They are just like these mythical creatures whose only goal in life is to nag.
Just to fly around your head and bother people like the harpies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, and I think that's, there's a place for that, I guess. Sometimes it can be used, we could be put to good use, but often it's just annoying. And right now you're just parroting on Twitter, just being squawking.
Well, they all do this thing where they say like, oh, like I'm not nagging this group because I hate them. I'm nagging them to help better and improve them and give them like positive feedback, like that meme line that girls do. But it's like, you'll notice if you ever offer any sort of criticism or feedback to women or any group that they occupy, it becomes like evil misogyny.
You're
there's no like, oh, I'm doing this to improve women. They won't accept that as an answer. It's just anything that is an attack on the female collective must be like countered absolutely by like a lot of screaming and claims of misogyny or whatever other words they have, right? So I don't know, like the thing where you can try and pass off your like retarded bullshit nagging as like some form of secret, oh, like I'm doing community building to help you. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't know if I agree with it, because if the same exact thing were said in reverse, they always scream.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, you just can't engage with them though. You just gotta let them just like, oh yeah, oh that's nice, hon. That's nice, hon. Look, little head pat. Keep squawking. It's like when your chihuahua's barking, and you're just like, yeah, you're protecting me. Like when your dog's like your little yippy dog is barking at like people walking by, and you're like, yeah, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
I think it just has to be like redirected towards things that it's like, okay.
I mean, but it can't really be redirected. They just find some other.
You can kind of redirect it. If you're dating a girl and she starts doing the like nag spirals, you can kind of like direct them towards things that like are either harmless or society as a whole has kind of realized this, right? Like we have the subjects that we've made it like socially acceptable for women to just like hate resolutely for no real reason, like nuclear energy is a really good example of this, where like, does it really matter if they hate it? No. Do they ever really know anything fundamentally about it? No. Do they all hate it for some reason? Yes.
They do all hate it for some reason. That GMOs, that one I accept, but even still, sometimes no. Kind of depends with what they're talking about. But yeah, like GMOs, nuclear energy, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like we have these things where, and if you're sitting there long enough with a girl and you don't say anything, you're just totally silent, eventually they start just shit talking one of these things, like during COVID, if you would just sit there long enough silently with a girl who's like socially adjacent to you, yeah, she just starts complaining about anti-vaxxers out of nowhere, like all like.
That's so true.
It's like their version of the weather is they have some new safe target to nag.
Well, the thing is, the innate nagging thing in women is a feature, not a bug. It's just that it can become a bug when they start to coalesce and they like form little enclaves nagging about the wrong thing. They're supposed to complain, so you have the male motivator to like be like, all right, the women are unhappy by X. Let's go like move the tribe in a positive direction.
See, this is what they say. I don't know if I'm gonna buy this one.
I think on the individual level, like girls complain.
I think it might
now
be
you're
feminist
motivated,
code, bro.
I don't know. This one I feel like, well, I don't know. When I have a chick nagging me that I'm dating, it helps me. I'm like, all right, fine, make more money or do X, Y, Z, and then it's like a motor. It's like an engine, and you're a little engine in the relationship. Like
the only thing I ever get fucking nagged about is hanging out with them more. That's like the only, and like, admittedly, like I understand why that happens. It's because I'm a very disappeary person.
I think if you started hanging out with them more, you'd start to get the nags like, oh, you could be doing this, and it'll make your when you hang out with them, they start nagging about things in your life that you should fix. You're like, all right, fine. It'll make you shut up. And then you get to get the feedback loop. You're like, I do like having this improvement, I guess. Like
that's
my
funny
nagging
that I'm just
right
at
now
the
is
base level of nagging.
Yeah,
like, I haven't even unlocked like the tier 2 of nagging because I'm still at tier 1 of like, can you please respond when I call you? Like,
yeah, you don't have the skill tree unlocked yet. Yeah, like when my exes would be like, oh, can you get furniture? Now, as I get more furniture, I'm like, wow, it is actually kind of nice to have furniture. But it's they have to complain about
this
it.
Is like I've never felt that. Like
having a base level of furniture
when they do the like nesting stuff, or they like paint the room, or just change like I don't notice the improvements.
I don't know. They're happy about it, but I do like it's sometimes nice by contrast, right? Like if they're like, okay, your house is messy, clean it, then they're in a good mood, and then I'm in a good mood, and then you're sometimes you're like, oh, it is kind of nice to know where shit is. But when they're gone and my house is a mess, I don't really feel like that pressed about it.
Yeah, the messy house stuff doesn't really get me. Honestly, the furniture doesn't either. Like, do you remember when I was living with that girl and she got a bunch of furniture and then she left and she took like half of it? And I just I still to this day don't have a couch, and I just kind of don't care,
Yeah. I'm trying to get one. Well, I have a couch. It just kind of sucks. I'm trying to get some stuff for the living room so I can.
I don't ever like. What would I do to sit on a couch?
Yeah.
Like I don't watch TV. I'm either at my desk or I'm in my bed or I'm outside.
Me too. Yeah, desk better outside. Though I feel like if I put a TV in here, I could use this as a secondary space.
You can but then it becomes this thing that like you've paid a bunch of money to put this shit in your place that just winds up stealing your time.
That's true too.
Because now you decide, oh, I'm going to watch TV because I have this stuff here to watch TV with, and you get hoodwinked.
You do get hoodwinked. You get bamboozled. But then I feel like if I make this room a thing, I can bring people over, which I don't normally do, and then we can like hang out in like a common space. But on my own, I don't need it now. I just go to other people's places.
Yeah.
But then I can't reciprocate.
At this
then
point.
You can't reciprocate.
Although we haven't gone and hung out outside in the last like week or two because those annoying fucking gnats popped up.
Oh, the gnats! I hate gnats.
Yeah, the little
actually,
black
I was getting
bugs.
fucked up by gnats too. Actually, at the show I was at, like the EDM show, I was getting eaten alive by gnats.
It's absolute like there's this one specific type of like little black gnat up here that's just the worst, man. It's so fucking bad, and they are going ham right now. So we're all and like there's like one bug spray that sort of kind of got rid of them like 10 years ago, and now we all used it so much that like
they're immune.
Yeah, I think they just got used to it. So they're like a super virus bug. And you can't fucking get rid of them. So we're all just like layered up, but it's like 90, 100 degrees out, and you're wearing like these bug repellent shirts, and you're just like, this is being outside got a lot worse, man.
Yeah, I like the good like late winter, early spring before it gets like hot. Like now, even here, it's like hot. Like it's starting to get the point where it's like, all right, I don't want to go out until after like 3 p.m. No, not even 3. Like after 5 p.m. Here in Texas, where it's like, all right, it's fucking balls hot.
I would be fine because like I like just going out in 100-degree weather and sweating some, but like. If I have to wear like 8 different shirts to keep all the bugs off, suddenly it's not fun to sweat anymore. Now I'm just like in this weird, yeah, like when your shirt is like trapping all the moisture in, and you're like quadruple humid, and you just feel like you're suffocating.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not good shit, man.
No. But hey, it comes with the territory. You can just walk around shirtless or something.
The bugs, bro.
Are the bugs here all summer, or is it just like the springtime?
No, they'll die off in like another 2 weeks. They just have this one really annoying cycle.
That's like here in like September-ish. There's like a cricket cycle, and that's the fucking absolute worst. The worst. Fuck everything else in Texas. Though that month of like September to like a week into October, where the crickets all like are born at the same time. You just got to deal with fucking like a plague of locusts. That shit is trash. Like I don't know if anyone else.
You should start farming them, bro. You should sell like versus cricket powder versus cricket protein.
Yeah, start
powder.
catching them.
Yeah,
and just like, but here's the thing. I don't know. They're fucking gross. And the thing is, like, the worst beyond just them jumping around and being annoying and like there's like infesting everything for a couple of weeks before they die. When they all die at once, and then like Austin just smells like a cricket like genocide, and you're just like, oh my, it smells like it's just bad. But then after that, it's fine again.
That is extremely annoying.
Yeah. Let's see.
Dude, I'm so excited to see what like the ETF announcement does to the prices of every coin, because like I think it's going to be like really insane, you know? Like,
yeah, it should make everything on ETH and base and shit like that run heavy.
Well, like there's a good chance that we get like a weird fake ETF rejection.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna like snap this both ways, man. We're gonna get like a massive down, we're gonna get a massive up. They're gonna liquidate fucking everybody. I think tomorrow is gonna be a really fun day. Or maybe Friday.
Yeah,
sure. I don't know when they're making.
No, it's supposed to be tomorrow. It's like during the day.
That's so funny. Going into tomorrow, like max levered would be very
well, that's like when you play like those fucking those like binary plays, like when you play like what's like the earnings report on like a company.
Yeah.
Like when you're in like biotech stocks and you're like, all right, let me find out if their trial succeeded or not. And it's like it's either going to go up like 5,000% today, or it's going to go down to zero. You know, it's one of those classic plays.
I mean, the thing is, I think if we get a rejection, we have to buy the like whatever the bottom of that rejection candle is.
You have to buy.
We have to buy the fuck out of that, because like there like literally will be no lower point for Ethereum, I think, ever.
That's the Pico bottom for sure.
Yeah. And again, like, I think we have to do this. I know that like this isn't done as a funny thing, but we are not financial advice or we are not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice.
I'm giving no advice, but I'm doing it. This is what I am personally
right. Yeah. This is not advice, but if it goes down tomorrow and I sit there and I see the candle, I am buying the fuck out of it. And I am like taking out a second mortgage on my house to do so.
I am max levering every single thing I have and buying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has to be done. And
otherwise, I think we should all do it. I think.
Well, that becomes advice when you start saying.
Oh, it does. Well, if that's advice,
I think we should all do it. Is definitely the.
Well, it might be advice, but does it? Okay, does it count if I'm saying I'm not a financial advisor? This is the thing. We need to like explicitly read the rules and regulations surrounding this, because like it's really gay to do these like unfunny, like I am not a financial advisor. There does
need to be some kind of like, it just to be like, what are we allowed to say? We need a lawyer on retainer. They're just like, all right, boys, this is what you got to strike this one. Can't say
like,
that.
Do we have to put like a disclaimer at the beginning of the show, or like?
We could do that. Actually, that's actually probably the easiest thing to do. I didn't even think about.
We could, but it's like, does that even protect us? Like, we should look to see if you have, because like my assumption would be that the warning has to be somewhere in proximity to like what we're saying, right?
No. It's kind of like when I've been watching these videos of what they call them cutting up, of like these like people just like going 110 miles an hour in traffic, just like through people, whatever. And they just do a disclaimer at the beginning of the video that's just like, do not do this. These are
like we are professional drivers.
And like well, actually
they always say like we are this is performed by a professional driver, and then they show like the most retarded act of like road navigation in the history.
They either do that or they start doing like, this is AI generated, it's a video game, because there is actually a really high res video game called Assetto Corsa that is the same thing. So they just say that. But I think that's not going to fly for us. So, but I do think a disclaimer does help. Like this, like how they did Jackass on TV. Like I feel like that actually is legally binding if you do it the right language. And we'll just be like, all right, this is a disclaimer. We're just talking about our own personal exploits financially. We're not doing XYZ. It's just, I guess, sort of like the paid promo thing, because we take the paid promo box. So like when we say Mog coin's the best, it's fucking rocks, you guys should buy Mog. We are explicitly telling them it's a paid promotion, but also it is up 100%, you fucks. So you should have bought it when we told you.
This is the other thing. We looked through the Mog charts last time. This is actually amazing, because when we were shilling Mog hard as fuck like 2 weeks ago, it was like
down there. It was
like here.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
now
like
look at
everyone,
that.
everyone
it's a
who
9.
liked those videos that we pulled up now appears to be doing very well.
Yeah.
And everyone who didn't, and everyone who is listening to this now is going to go, shit, I should have bought. And then they're going to buy here, and then it's going to go down. And then
the thing is, we didn't know at the time, and it doesn't really matter because we believed in the product, is that it was going to get listed on Bybit, I think it was. It got listed on Bybit and something else. So that's why I made it like go up like 50% in one day.
Yeah, because Bybit's like a tier 2 or...
Yeah, it's big. So like when it got listed there, I think it's Bybit. It's one of those really big exchanges though.
I mean, the thing is that we're going into Ethereum season, and it's like one of like 3 good Ethereum meme coins, right?
Oh yeah. Also, there's like TikToks on it now. Like I see like influencers TikToking it.
Yeah, like Mog. The reason that
we
like,
were ahead of the curve because we're fucking real. Verse and Lukas is literally the embodiment of free alpha. Everyone in the Coon bin knew. Join the Coon bin. You'll get the free alpha when we figure it out ourselves.
Mog is like it's a normie meme is the thing. Like the main criticism of it from like crypto Twitter people or like Milady people is like, oh, it's just like it's too normie. Which is
that's
like
what you need.
It is. It is a normie meme. Mog is a normie meme. But like in order to go to $100 billion,
you need a normie meme.
You need a normie meme, you know?
And you got to consider further the people who are in Mog or at all your little Malay raves. They were at the Denver one with us. They know all of y'all. So like it's like, you know, it's our people's our community who made the normie meme, and the normie meme will run to infinity if you just let it happen. If you want to make the money, it has to reach normies. And it's literally just a cat emoji being like, haha, and that's it. And that's why it works. And that's why it's going to go. This is not a official prediction, but it's going to go to infinity.
This is not this is not official financial advice. It can be an official prediction all you want.
Oh yeah. This is my prediction. This is not financial advice, but it's going at least to 5x from here. And that is my personal, view of the matter.
Yeah, I think it's going to go pretty up.
It's going to go pretty up.
I don't want to put any numbers on shit because who fucking knows where Ethereum
honestly,
goes.
Yeah, we never know. But
that's the thing.
I feel
that's the other thing is like everybody wants like a target or something. And
target, please, sir. Please, sir.
Nobody can give you a target.
Mi familia.
I want to look at what fucking I want to look at what Sue's positions are right now.
But here's the thing: it was kind of obvious though. Like there was 3 coins on Ethereum that people actually bought in the that are influencers kind of. It was Ticker Bitcoin, Mog, and Pepe. Pepe's back too now because it started to run. But like, there's no other coins on Ethereum proper that people even care about. So it's like it's one of the 3 of those, if not all 3. Everything else is just like it's not going to go anywhere. And Mog's the only one.
I guess he has a $5 million Ethereum long in currently, which is really funny. That's really funny. I guess he's longing some AI stuff and Maker.
Maker makes sense because Maker is behind everything.
I don't even really know what like Maker was like a DeFi summer thing that I just wasn't in DeFi summer, so I have no idea what the
Maker basically paid for all, like they gave money out as a grant to all these DeFi summer projects like Redacted, Butterfly, whatever, and they're like a foundation that like paid off gave money to smaller foundations, like smaller companies that blew up. But I don't know what they explicitly do themselves, but they do give out money. Like they have a grant thing that they give out.
Don't they make DAI actually?
Yeah, they do. DAI. They make DAI.
Isn't that their stable?
So I guess the stablecoin adds liquidity, and then that makes them money because they probably like are making hella money.
Stablecoins are a really big fucking. That's a really big fucking money printer. If you get enough people to use your stablecoins, but it's just like
money printer.
Getting them to use your stablecoins instead of using Tether is really hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, for sure. But like DAI is the only non-tethered. It's like DAI and USDC are the only ones that have any kind of like longevity at this point. So
Tether's the best. Fuck USDC, dude. Do you remember the only trade that I made of like all bear market was longing USDC publicly when it depegged, longing it from like 85 USDC? Cents back to $1.
Oh, that's right. It did depeg for a smidge. I forgot it depegged.
Yeah, and then everybody freaked out and sold for like a 10% haircut.
But the thing is, like, that was so weird that it depegged it all, because it is like allegedly like 80% collateralized with actual cash.
Well, even at the time, the reason that it depegged was because like SVB went under, and they were holding like, I don't know, they were holding some small. I think they were holding like 7.5%.
Forgot about SVB.
The USDC collateral. So it was like it didn't even make sense how bad it depegged, because it was still like 93% collateralized. So having it go down to like 80 cents or whatever it did was just, it didn't make any, like, why would you sell it at that point if your thesis was, oh, this bank went under and I'm a retard who doesn't understand how banks work, so I think they will never be able to recover any funds. You should still only think that it's 93%.
Yeah, exactly.
Fact.
I mean, that's a good day. Yeah, that's definitely a good what's the word? A good knife catch. That was smart.
I did it because I asked, do you know David Holt?
Yeah. I draw charts.
I was in a Discord with him, and I just said, like, does this matter? And he was like, no, this is retarded. They're going to be fine. Long it back. And I was like, okay, I'm going to trust you, David. I'm going to go out on the timeline and publicly tell everyone about my longing USDC, the central banking stablecoin, back to peg. And then I did so.
Yeah, that was a very good play. I mean, like, it's not like it's also not like USDC is fucking UST, right? Like, it's gonna go back to the peg.
Yeah, like, it's not backed by like another internet monkey coin. It's backed by US dollars. So
on
like
a publicly traded company, no less.
Yeah, like Circle, which
is Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, like, it's a very heavily regulated institution. It wasn't like, oh, like, I don't know what's going on, man. This could be anything going on behind their doors, bro. It was like, nah, like,
it's literally Goldman Sachs's crypto branch. So like it's 100% public and collateralized. Like, they have to. It's like you can just read the K-12s or whatever they're called for the banks.
Nobody did, though.
No one ever does.
The other thing that was very interesting,
reads the literature. They never do the fucking reading, and that's why they get wrecked. Anyway, what?
Well, a lot of Circles, a lot of their collateral that they have was just in T-bills.
Yeah,
like U.S. Treasury bills, which make like a given percent APR, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, even if they did lose everything from the SBB funds, they could just recover it instantly, because like everybody knows. They have like $40 billion in Treasury bills that are making like however much per year, right? And it would like fill the hole in like a year or something. I forget what the exact math was, but it was something where like, if they were to go to literally any other bank and say, like, we need a temporary loan of this much, we're holding this many Treasury bills, the interest will pay off the loan in 1 year, every single bank in the universe would say, I will lend you that. Like, it was just dead ass easy. Like, unless the US government explodes, your shit will get paid off in 1 year. And a 1 year ROI for like billions of dollars is
very reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, who's not taking that, man?
Yeah, no, it was silly. I mean, I understand the panic, because it was like the back.
I understand the panic, but only in the sense of like, they were all like, oh God, I remember UST, man. I'm getting the fuck out of this. But it's like, it's not Luna, you don't have to. You don't have to do this. You don't have to just wake up in the middle of the night and press the sell button. Not everything is Luna.
In fact, there probably will never be another Luna, because that's.
There is another Luna, but
there is.
Yeah, there's literally a Luna too.
Oh, there's a little. Yeah. But I mean, like,
and you can trade it on Oxfun Exchange.
Yes, there's a Luna
you
2,
can actually.
Luna Classic or whatever they call it.
No. So there's Luna Classic, and then there's also Luna 2.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Luna. Hey.
So Luna Classic, Luna Classic is like the biggest piece of shit in the universe. And the funniest part is like, so when Luna death spiraled, essentially what Luna did was, in order to like pay off the people trying to withdraw the stablecoin, what they had to do was mint new Luna tokens, right?
Yeah.
But there were so many people withdrawing that they literally like, they increased the total supply of the token by like 1 billion trillion times. Like, they added so many zeros to the end of it that it went like you get what I'm saying, right? If you have the amount of US dollars in circulation and then you print an additional 1 times 10 to the 29th US dollars, you're going to experience some inflation of the value of the US dollar.
A little
right?
hyperinflation,
Yeah, and that is what happened to Luna. And it is now like, so this is the 1000 Luna Classic perp, which is like, this is when you get into real shitter territory. Like, there are so many fucking zeros in front of this. Huh?
Is that a 1000x leverage? Like,
no. This it's the value for a 1000. Like, because nobody wants to read a value on the chart over here that's just like 0.0000135.
Yeah, it's a value for 1000.
Yeah. So it's like it's not a 1000x leverage thing though. It's
the chart is but it's like 1000 times whatever. Yeah.
So they had to like add the fucking 1000 just so you can see it. And like, remember, this shit traded at like $120 a few years ago. And
what's it at right now? What's that price? I can't see it on my screen.
It's at like 12 cents divided by 1,000. Yeah.
Classic.
Like, it's fucked, man. I want to see, there's some of these where you can see the full Luna chart. I don't know if they're going to actually. No, this is the new one that they made. I want to look for the ones where it's like, well, maybe this is no.
I had like 100 billion. I bought 100 billion Luna at the bottom. I don't know, but I did it in the wrapped Luna, so it doesn't actually work.
Oh yeah, I got like trapped. That was weird because like people stopped accepting like withdrawals. So like you would have these insane arbitrages because they were printing so many Luna tokens every day that the value was literally going down by like 100x. So like you could buy from one and sell to another like at 100x higher, but like you couldn't move the stuff across chains. There was no way.
Yeah, they just like stopped it. Yeah, for sure.
And like every exchange stopped accepting it too. So you couldn't like, you were just trapped. There was a period there where like I had finally gotten my shit that wasn't unlocked moved over. And like I couldn't even sell it out. Like I sat there and I watched as all my like Astroport tokens just went to like Giga Zero.
Oh, Astroport. My friend found Astroport like the other day and was like, wow, why is no one using this? This is so good. I'm like, oh, you missed the Luna thing. That's why.
Like that's
it just doesn't exist anymore.
And then they like renamed themselves Astroport again, which is like, that's like I have too much PTSD, man. Like I went to actual literal zero on everything that I held on Astroport and on Astroport itself. Like I went from being up maybe like 20x on Astroport tokens to having the entire pot go to zero. You know, it wasn't even like I round tripped it. It was like I zeroed the whole fucking thing out.
Oof. But hey, we're back.
We are back. We are very back. And we're feeling great because Ethereum appears to be telling all of us that it's time to go. Maybe? Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, it's about to send heavy. That's send o'clock.
I'm not. I don't know what it wants to do here, but I will say that the fact that it bounced this fucking hard off of like you have this big a candle and like it can't even retrace really. Like it kept going up the next day.
Unless like it is like a literal like no, we're not doing the ETF, and then it might BART and go back down. But like if that's not the case, then it's not going anywhere.
I don't even know what kind of bad news. Like this is the most ballsy price action I've ever seen in my life, dude. Like,
yeah, it's like to move the money that much, it's like $100 billion or something like close to that, right?
Yeah, they added the entire market cap of Solana to Ethereum, right? Like,
oh shit, that's crazy. That's awesome.
That's such a mog. After getting just shit on by
everyone
Solana
was like, "There's gonna be the
flippening,
the Solana flippening," and then we flipped it by we doubled your shit, bitch.
It is a little bit, like we can shit on Ethereum, and I do shit on Ethereum because I fucking hate it. But like, you still do have to respect it as like the big daddy in the room when it comes to like smart contract shit. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
It is. I don't know. When the Ethereum boys figure out how to unstake and and they get their shit out of the liquid restaking vaults, and they exit the queue for Lido. They can probably move around some liquidity. They have some big guns.
Oh yeah.
And the big guns appear to be worth a lot of money now. I still mentally price Ethereum at like $1,200 because that's where I like re-entered. And every time I see this, it's kind of like shocking, you know?
Yeah, it's like 4K right now, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
or close to it.
Yeah, and it's really funny also because everything that I sold into Ethereum, I remember the price in like US dollars when I sold it, but it's now like, oh wow, like I did really good because like everything I sold into ETH also is like way up.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be painstakingly watching this announcement here.
It's gonna be really like I'm gonna be watching the fucking price like boomers watch the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be sitting there like cheering it on, getting excited. I'm sure it'll like it's gonna give me a heart attack in a few ways. There's a chance it could send the whole market to zero. Who knows?
It could definitely.
Like they could do something,
and that's what adds to the fun. You know, the possibility of complete oblivion is what
consensus right now is that it's going straight up, which like that's usually consensus on crypto Twitter. So like I don't know, but like
I mean, I suspect. I mean, I'm in there's a ETH ETF coin on Solana, which is effectively just a prediction market for the ETF that I've been in, and so I'm also betting on it on Solana too, not just with my ETH holdings.
How are you betting on it? Are you
no? There's a shitcoin. There's a shitcoin called the ETH ETF, and the more if it goes through, it's effectively like a prediction market.
We were kind of talking about this earlier today about how like, you know, like everybody's been wanting these massive prediction markets in crypto ever since it started.
Yeah, but this is not an official prediction market. It's just a meme coin, which is effectively the same thing.
Yeah. Well, it seems that nobody's going to build out the official prediction market for us. Like we all want it, but it just seems like it's not going to happen, you know?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I mean, Polymarket, we love Polymarket, especially the intern, very good. But like, it just seems that the thing that people want to build out with crypto can't be prediction markets because all of the things that you want to bet on are sort of heavily regulated, right? Like if you want to bet on like a presidential election or like the outcome of like a trial, you get into some weird legal waters. So you can only do it if you are in like another country, which poses its own like weird regulatory risks, right? But the way that people have found to bet on things is basically just launch a shitcoin for something, and then like you can't really vote against it, but you can vote for whatever you want right now, right? So if you think that Trump is going to be elected, you can go buy the Trump coin, and like I personally have some because like you know, like Bowden, the weird like Spooderman meme coin of Biden, like it's funny and stuff, but like I think when Biden gets kicked out of office, that shit just instantly goes to zero. You know?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Biden isn't like interesting in any capacity other than by being the president of the US, right?
Yeah.
Like
he's not particularly like.
Yeah, like he's just funny because it's like, holy shit, this weird like decaying Alzheimer's man is the president of the United States of America, the most powerful country in the world, right? But when you take that second part away, the context, now it's just like, okay, so he's just like this like guy with dementia. Like that's not funny. Like it's just kind of sad.
That's actually why I didn't get into Bowden when I first was told about it. I was just like, I mean, like Biden's just like a old fucking like retard at this point. Like, but I miss the meme here.
Right,
he is the president.
It was
like,
a good investment. I think it'll likely continue making people money. I'm not saying that, but like,
but if he loses,
it just seems in terms of the total longevity of this, there's going to be some Trump coin, and like Trump in office doing anything is just going to pump the shit. Like he's just a funny person, right? Like everything, he's probably going to buy a fuck ton of it also and pump it himself, right?
Yeah, true. You know what's funny? If he wins, then that it messes with my trivia. Like who's the only president to go non-consecutive terms, being Grover Cleveland? It messes with like president trivia. I don't know why.
I guess I hadn't thought about that potential.
I was just thinking about that because like that's like the That's like how I remember Grover Cleveland. It's because he went non-consecutive terms. And if Trump did it, then it's like, oh, wow, there's 2 now. Look at that.
Well, and then a bunch of other people are going to know the Grover Cleveland thing because it'll get like made into some gay viral meme post about how Grover Cleveland is the only president other than Donald Trump who's done this thing, and then everyone will, you know how it
maybe
goes.
there'll be a little Grover Cleveland coin. I'll start longing those. Gorber Cleveland or something.
I hate those fucking memes so much, dude.
I am glad we're past that because that was actually really dumb and boring. And we're only past that because of Pump Fund. Pump Fund made the meme output so fucking rapid that they died.
Where is the meme coin meta? Like I haven't been following anything other than like I got the Tremp, the stupid Solana Bowden copy.
So I don't know what the meme coin meta is at because when Pump Fund got like exploited or whatever, it's back now. But like whatever that weird exploit for a day was, I just kind of checked out because they all like go to 0 essentially immediately. So like it doesn't even do like a pump really anymore. Like I don't even like until like the main meta is like going back to Popcat. Like it's just like the Popcat and Whiff is all people talk about. And like
really?
I mean like unless you have like a specific coin you and your friends made, but I'm not really aware what the meta is on like the one Sedacia coins.
Yeah, I have seen that the Ethereum ones are doing a little bit better, but like that is kind of the thing is like the Solana meme coins, they're very fun, I guess. It's like a fun casino when everything's going up, but like when the overall market cap of the whole arena is going down, it becomes much less fun, right? Like it's fun when overall you can buy random shit and you'll probably be up just because the whole arena is gaining money so quickly, but like when it's this thing where if you hold something for more than 2 hours, you're liable to like lose everything.
That's
it stops
not fun,
being fun. Yeah.
Which is why I just moved to Popcat and just like left it alone. And I've just been watching and waiting for Solana to start pumping, which it is doing now. And typically speaking, when Solana gets like proper pumping, everything else goes with it. So we're being hopeful that it continues that way.
Yeah, I don't think I had perfect Solana entries here, but yeah, I got in mostly around 140, which wasn't like the worst. Wasn't the Pico bottom necessarily, but that's not bad.
It was close.
We caught the fucking move, I will say.
And hopefully this move goes to like 200 or so, because it looks like it is rearing up to do that.
Yeah. I don't know. So I've been thinking about Pump Fund lately, and they basically allow anyone to release a meme coin. Without being a developer, right? So it seems really fun and egalitarian and diplomatic, or not diplomatic. It seems like a fun thing, right? But I've been thinking about like what the overall effect on things is, and it's kind of funny to just like if you just have a coin specifically for the ticker with no like, there's no other joke. Like you just want the ticker,
yeah.
But like, I feel like it actually kind of like the quality of devs who build coins, right? Obviously decreased a lot, Like you don't have people spending that much time or effort on the Pump Fund shitters because like it's a Pump Fund shitter, right? It's like it's a meme and you only made it for the ticker, and like you're not going to have like a Twitter page, you're not going to have any sort of like fun culture or art, and maybe that will come later down the line, but it's going to be by the community, not by the guy who made the coin.
Yeah.
So like I do still think that overall in terms of like the top the coins that are going to break $1 billion, I think most of them are not going to be pump funners.
No,
even
for sure
when
not.
Pump Fund becomes like the dominant launch pad on like every chain.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think like, I mean, every once in a while you'll get one that's from Pump Fund. I think Bowden was from Pump Fund, but it was like early Pump Fund.
There's a few that have gone very big from Pump Fund.
But it's not going to be most of them. Like almost, like, it's going to be like literally like a handful that'll blow up, and people will just forget that it was a Pump Fund coin.
That's what I'm thinking.
But like I think like like your big coins on Solana, I think are not gonna like. I would be shocked if something gets made that surpasses Whiff and Popcat and Bowden, and that, or unless it already exists now, like USA or something. because USA it was doing pretty well.
Wait, did the USA coin come back?
Yeah, it came back heavy.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, no, I also felt like, oh god damn it when I saw it. I don't know what it's like at right now, so hopefully it's. Let's see. Let us open up the USA. 62 million market cap. Yeah, it's back.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah, I was in it. I had a really big bag before.
Zor was shilling that one to us in Booba Hub at like 200K, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he literally. Well, I literally bought. I have a buy legitimately like 350K or something like that. 200. And I even remember it was like, oh, I think it's too late, and I sold it, and it's up like it's 60. And it looks like it's rearing up to send again at 62 million. So we're just stupid for that one. That's actually one of those I don't like looking at the chart, but my friend bought it, so I'm happy he's making it back. But I just remember being like, I literally had it. It was like after the Bowden coin, they made the USA. And I faded it like a fucking idiot.
We're good at that.
We are pretty good at that. You can't win them all, you know? It's just such an obvious meme. I don't know why I fucking faded it.
The country thing is kind of fun, I guess. Like just having like being able to show patriotic support by buying some shit coin. The concept is funny, right?
Yeah.
Like the concept of like competing anything against each other. Like you have like a bunch of religions that you're like, oh, like are you gonna buy?
I've not seen it. There hasn't been.
Are you gonna buy Jew coin or are you gonna buy like Christian coin or Jesus coin or something?
We might have just created a meta because I have not seen religion coins.
There's no way that someone hasn't done this. They have.
No, they never did, dude. I mean, they did do like they did Israel.
You're gonna
coins.
tell me there's no Islam coin? There's no.
I've not seen it. There's been like Islam jokes like cat with kufi or like you know what I mean like and I've seen like Israel based coins, but I haven't seen like Islam Christian like Christ or I haven't seen those memes.
That's insane.
There might be people correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure it does exist, but like it wasn't a meta. Adding a kufi to animals was a meta though. I do remember that. Because there was what was it? Like a Khadija coin, but it had like a cool ticker. Like Inshallah.
When he gets older, he won't sound like this anymore, right?